Hey guys, so I apologize in advance for the lighting. I had planned to film this, like today was the only day I could film this, and of course I woke up and it was pitch black and raining, and I'm like, well, that's par for the course. You might notice I haven't really been online for a minute, and it's just like the past, I don't know, month and a half. I've kind of just really not been feeling well. I think a lot of people are like resonating with that, and yeah, it's just been hard. I haven't really filmed much as far as vlogs go because, you know, what are you gonna watch 15 minutes of me like dissociating looking at my computer screen, because that's basically like what I've been doing. But anyway, today I don't know, this is probably gonna go up in a couple of days because I haven't given all these gifts yet, and I don't want to like spoil anything for anyone that hasn't gotten their stuff. It's New Year's Eve, so it's the last day of 2020, and I think a lot of people, kind of myself included, are like hoping that like at the stroke of midnight, like when 2021 is here, it's like gonna be, you know, a whole new year in like every way that it can be. But anyway, I wanted to film some of the gifts that I DIY'd this holiday season for my family and my friends and, you know, whoever else. Most of the things are here because I like haven't seen many people to give them their stuff yet. And like my family, I just was like, I need this back for a video, so I took that stuff. So most of it is here. There's three things that aren't here, but like I'll see if I can get them for like close-up photos or whatever, like a little bit later, and then I'll just stitch it into the video and it'll be fine. Yeah, so I really enjoy like DIYing gifts and making gifts, and it's just one of those things that it feels like more personal. Not that like giving a gift that you bought isn't personal, but it's like, I don't know, part of the like labor of love for me, I think, is just to like make the stuff and like think about what would this person like, and like, you know, make it specifically for them. So I guess like I don't know how to do this, if I should do it in categories, or I guess I could do it in categories. Just disclaimer, there is some like taxidermy type stuff in here, so if you're not into that, you know, you can not watch, it's up to you. But like I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get there. But like nothing died for my gifts, nothing died for this video, so you know, it's all good. But yeah, so let's get started, I guess. So the first thing, I made this. I sell these at my friend's store, but I decided that I thought it would be really good for my people on Patreon. So I made these little origami ornaments. So I, you know, folded up the origami crane and put together these ornaments for everyone that was on Patreon. I think everyone got a white one, but you know, the ribbon might be different, or, you know, something depending on what I had available, you know, what I could buy at the time. So yeah, so these are the little ornaments that I made for everyone that is on Patreon. So I hope everyone that got them, they got there okay, and you guys like them. Yeah, these are, I really like these. These are fun to make. So the next thing, another like a thing that in 2019 you would have been like, why are you giving that as a Christmas gift? But, you know, 2020 came around and like I made some masks for people. So I made two for my brother and one for my dad. My dad's isn't here, so I'll try and show you that later. But my brother is like a big Pokemon fan, so I had these fabrics and I lined them, you know, because, well, obviously your mask should be more than one layer, but like I wanted it to look nice on the inside too. So yeah, this is the one I used two different fabrics for this because I couldn't decide what I wanted to use, and I don't know, but this one is a Charizard one that my brother got. This is like an old fabric from the inside, so technically these are reversible. You know, I guess you could wear like the inside out, but that defeats the purpose because, you know, that's not the right fabric on the outside. But yeah, and my dad's is a camouflage one, I think, with like a taupey brown on the inside. I enjoy sewing, but like I don't really get to it a whole lot because like many of my hobbies, it just seems like so much to start, and I think maybe that's depression talking, but like to get all my stuff out and to like start it is a lot. So another hobby that also takes a long time. I started this year, Mike and I started pouring resin. So that's something that I've been having a lot of fun with. I put some videos like on TikTok and stuff, and like I've really been enjoying that and like, you know, kind of learning as I go. But yeah, that's been fun. So I bought some really cool molds for like containers and stuff. So I made this container for a friend. I'm not gonna say, I guess for the rest of the stuff, maybe I won't say who it's for. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. What is it? Who cares? But I made this really cool hexagonal, wait, hexagonal? Is that this many sides? I think so. Container for my friend, and I put some silver leaf in it, of course, because I can't have anything that's not metallic in my life. Yeah, and I have like dried flowers, and I used alcohol ink to color the bottom of it. Yeah, so I've been having fun with this. I made a bunch of other containers, which I can show you. They're not like gifts, but if I remember, I'll try and film some of them and put them into the video. That's something fun that I've been enjoying. And I also made some little keychains for my friends. So I want to see if you can get like the texture. You're just gonna have to trust me that this looks pretty cool on the inside. I'll see if I can get like a close-up later, but I made one for one of my friends, and then this one with gold leaf for another friend. So these are fun too. And I bought like a little kit with all of the like hardware for it and everything. So, and then other resin stuff that have like once living things, not this first one. So this summer we had a lot of cicadas, so I collected like a dozen cicada shells in my yard, and I made this like faux amber, like a bug in amber. So I made this for my mom. Yeah, I think these are really cool. So I used a silicone mold for this, just like a rough like gem shape. I apologize for my like gross fingers. I'm falling apart. But the next two things, there's a third one, but it's currently wrapped, waiting to give to somebody, so I can't show it to you yet, but I think I can either put some pictures, or if I can think of it before, because I'm about to give it today, I'll try and take some video of it. But so I made some resin coffins. So there's a third one as well. Now again, the taxidermy thing, inside, I'll show you. Okay, well let me show you the coffin first. What am I doing? So I made these little resin coffins with, silicone molds, and I colored them with alcohol ink. I think they came out really cool. I'm really having fun with this. And then on the inside, so again, if you don't want to see taxidermy stuff, I'm sorry. It's not gross, it's not weird. It's just, the things that I'm showing you are not gross and weird. So yeah. So inside, I put little taxidermied bats. Let me show you them together. So I made like the little like beds for them to lay on. This one is like a crushed black velvet, and then this one's like a white satiny. So they're meant to stand up like this, and then you can display them. I have a picture of the other one displayed, so you put them kind of on a shelf like this, sitting, so they're like two pieces. Or you could do whatever you want with it. You could, use that as a separate thing, or just, whatever, keep them closed, whatever you want to do. But again, so kind of like as a disclaimer, I get any of my like taxidermy stuff is either bought secondhand. Some of it that I have is like older than I am, and I either do that or it's found. So, oh, the phone's ringing. Of course the phone's ringing while I'm trying to talk. So I buy this stuff, like I said, either secondhand, or I find it, like if it's bones and stuff, I can like find it. I've been known to, take roadkill that's like, gotta have a second purpose, and then I bury it, and then I use the bones for things because I don't know, that's who I am, I'm that kind of person. I'm that person. Yeah, but these I actually got from a supplier that takes the things that have died in captivity and supplies them to like museums or collectors or things like that. So they've either died, like I said, in captivity, or they've died in transport. You know, so these bats did not, like I say, they did not die for my DIY Christmas presents. I just love using the pressed flowers. I think that they come out so, oops, that's the back. I think they come out so pretty. Yeah, so those are some little coffins I made. And then switching gears to something small that I can show you, because the other things are like larger. I have gotten into, my dogs are barking. I've gotten into taking old Pokemon cards, and so the dogs are not going to start barking, because that's what happens when you live in a house with multiple dogs, and you know, they decide that they need to bark at the wind and things. So I'll show you guys what the Eevee card looks like, you know, what the picture looks like from this specific card, and then I just painted the rest of the scene as if it continued on the rest of the card. I made a TikTok for this one as well. I'll show you close up kind of what it looks like, because it's hard to get some of the details right here. The last gift that I don't have, I made a pet portrait, I'll put it here, of Mike's family's dog. Okay, I'm gonna shut the door because at least maybe it'll muffle it. I mean, that's a little bit better, but you can still hear everyone barking. I'm sorry, my apologies. I live in a zoo. So on to the last thing. This thing probably cost me the most like frustration. Actually, it really wasn't even, it wasn't that bad. I'm being dramatic. But I don't know how I'm gonna show. Okay, so it's in, again, with the taxidermy thing, I did not kill this. This skull is a found item. I think I sourced it from like a garage sale. I have this skull, this deer skull, that I have in a giant bell jar because, well, one, because it's cool. Like, I like putting taxidermy stuff in bell jars. And then also because it's to protect it. I'm gonna put this on my bed so it doesn't break. It's to protect it from getting dirty and stuff, because I made this crystallized borax skull. So I covered half of it in crystals. So if you don't know how to do this, or if you've not seen this done, it's, you use borax like that you can get at like Walmart or like any like grocery store for like laundry detergent. You know, you boil it and you have to let this sit for, you know, pretty much overnight. And it starts to grow crystals the way that like you grow crystals for like rock candy with sugar, that kind of thing. So yeah, I did half of it, and then my dad and I MacGyvered this like dowel and wire stand for it. It's pretty sturdy. Like, I don't think it's going anywhere. But I still, you know, like, I don't want to break it. So I have it in the bell jar. And also the borax crystals are kind of fragile. So I don't want them to get dirty and then have to like try and clean them. You'd have to clean them with like compressed air or something. It seems, you know, like a pain. But yeah, so I made this skull and I am really happy with how it turned out. I have other skulls that I have just kind of sitting around that I think would do well with this kind of process. So I think I might do that for some more skulls. But yeah, with all of those things, those are all the gifts I made for the holidays this year. All the DIY gifts that I made. Of course, as I was filming the outro, my camera died, so I'm filming the rest on my phone. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like seeing what I've made. I like sharing and, you know, getting feedback and like hearing your ideas on what you thought. So let me know what you think of the stuff I made. I think I mentioned it's New Year's Eve as I'm filming this, so this is probably gonna go up in I don't know, a couple of days, just to make sure I can kind of get some of the gifts out, you know, before I post this and people see it. I hope that you guys had a happy holiday and a happy new year, and I'm hoping that in the new year, one, we'll all feel better, I'll feel better, and two, you know, I'll be able to film some content that's not just like me sitting in my studio painting, that I'll actually be able to go out and do things. Like, remember when we could travel? I don't, but I hope that that is going to come with the new year. But yeah, I hope everyone is healthy and safe and, you know, enjoying some downtime with people that you care about, or by yourself, or whatever you're doing, whatever you need to do for yourself. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the new year. Bye.